What's going on, guys? This is Free Range with Von Miller, the podcast that can be contained. On today's episode, we'll finally get to talk about a Commanders win. It was so relieving. Next, we'll hop around the league and talk about the top storylines from around the NFL. Then lastly, we'll bring a very special guest on, my good friend and former teammate with the Denver Broncos, DJ Williams. We'll talk about the key matchups in the college football playoffs between the first round playoff game with Texas A&M and the Miami Hurricanes. And then me and DJ will go down memory lane and talk about some of our really good memories from the time that we played together. Let's go ahead and get into it. We finally win a game. It's been 8 weeks. Like, we didn't get lucky and win one. We didn't trip up, stumble, and win one. We went 8 weeks straight losses. And it was very, very tough. It was very, very adverse. It was very, very trying. But I feel like there's beauty in everything, and we are a better team. I am a better player. I am a better person throughout that 8 weeks of losing games. The NFL is all about winning. What I have learned throughout these last 8 weeks is that you can find beauty in everything. And even though the NFL is all about winning, it's not at the same time. Of course, only teams and only guys that have been on losing teams can say that. But I truly think that you can find beauty in everything, and adversity reveals character. Nobody started pointing fingers. Nobody started slamming helmets and going crazy. We just accepted it. And we tried our very best to win games. I'm not saying that we accepted like losing, because everybody wanted to win, but we did everything that we could do. We lost 8 games in a row. We got 11 losses on the season, 4-11. It is what it is. God is very, very fair. And I just think that it was just a test of faith. And not one time did I let my faith slip up. I didn't accept it lightly. Like, we was doing everything in our power to win games, but we just continued to lose. But yesterday, Sunday, we finally win a game. And then it was times in that game where we tried to give it away too. If you watch the game, it was moments in that game where we tried to give it away. Things that only happen on Madden. It happened in that game, from the last fumbles of the game where they was running around, Brian Burns pitching it back. Jackson Dart, like, going for it on 4th down. It was an amazing game, but we won it. We was in the locker room dancing. Just to feel that energy again was really, really cool. To see DQ get a win, was really, really cool. We have a team full of winners, from the front office guys to the coaches to the players to the athletic trainer, strength and conditioning coach. We got guys that are used to winning. So it's been hard for guys to be able to accept this losing streak that we've been on. So to get this win, I think it was food for the soul. It definitely felt good. And not only did we win, we had a lot of guys in that game that had great individual efforts. Marcus Mariota, 10 for 19, 211 yards, 1 passing touchdown, 43 rushing yards. I'm a huge fan of Marcus Mariota. He just has this aura around him, bro. Like, whether we win or lose, he's gonna be all right, man. From the island, just has this special aura around him. Like, I love being his teammate. I love being around him. He's always positive. Been hit with a lot of tough losses, and he's the same guy each and every day. And you just know he's a great father. He's a great husband. He's a great son. You just know by the way he carries himself that he's just a good dude, man. So to see him get a win and to see him have success, I'm proud of him, man. I remember early in the season, I had felt like I had a vision that I just needed to tell Marcus. He's Marcus Mariota. And I'm sure he looks in the mirror every day and he's like, bro, I know who I am, but it was it was something that really spoke to me early in the season where I wanted to tell Marcus Mariota, like, I wanted to pull him to the side, just me and him. I was like, hey, bro, like, you Marcus Mariota, like, whether we win, whether we lose, like, you Marcus Mariota, like. And I think that we were able to bond over that. You know, he told me that I was Von Miller. And of course I see, you know, these glasses in the mirror, I see the scruffy beard and stuff, and I know that too. But to have that support and love from the guys that you go to work each and every day, it just does something. It does something to you. It makes you feel like the guys have your back, where you could just go out there and play. Like, and those were the type of moments that we were able to have throughout this losing streak. You know, we were able to rally around each other and really just pour into each other. Wins kind of cover up some of that stuff. But when you lose, like, it reveals like who you really are. And we got a lot of guys on this team that are really good dudes. Starts with Marcus Mariota. He had a really good game yesterday. Bill Krosky Merritt had a really good game too. 95 yards rushing, 1 touchdown. He's had a tough streak as well. So to see him have success is really, really dope, man. He started the season off. They're talking about he's the next this, that. He had a whole bunch of great runs, really, really explosive. Went through a slump, had a couple of fumbles. Then he was able to bounce back and have a game like this, man. You know, when you want something for somebody else more than you want it for yourself, that's true friendship, man. And I really wanted him to have success, and he went out there and did it. Scary Terry, he's been hit with his own list of adversity. He's missed games. He's been injured. He had to fight back from injury. He held out to get his money right. Like, you know, everybody can respect him for that. He has a lot of stuff that he had to overcome, and you know, to see him have success, that's one of my favorite guys on the team too. I had first met Scary Terry at the NFLPA golf tournament in Cancun, and I kind of pulled him to the side, like, and asked him, like, hey, how are the Commanders, bro? Like, what type of team is it? I told him that, I was thinking about going to the Commanders, and we were in talks, and it was one of the teams that I was looking to, like, see if I could play for in the following year. And he was like, man, it's this and that, and it got a good group of guys, man. And we just kind of bonded over that, man. And, to finally see that come into fruition, and I'm on the team, and his locker is right next to mine, like, you get to, like, really get close to some of these guys, man. And, to see him have success, he's just like Bill and just like Marcus, man. Whenever the good guys have success, it just means that much more. Jalen Lane, another guy that has been hit with adversity as well, from the fumbles and, some outings where I would say, and I know he would say too, that he could have played a lot better. He's better than some of the stuff that he's done. To see him have success too, like, it was really, really dope, man. Like, 95 yards on 3 returns, including a 63-yard return. Like, it's always dope when people get hit with adversity and they bounce back and they show resiliency. They show relentless, fanatical effort. They show the ability to bounce back from adversity. Like, we got a whole team full of guys that are just like these 4 guys that I just talked about. And then you got your boy. I'm no stranger to adversity, and I was able to bounce back, and I got a sack yesterday against Jackson Dart, the guy who likes to run around. He's very, very tough to tackle, and I had a sack on the young bull, the rookie. On the sack, the rush right before, I feel like that was my better rush, but I wasn't able to get him down. I spun inside. I took it up the field. I spun inside, and he got to running towards the sideline, and I dove out. I tried to trip him, and he stayed up. That's the worst feeling. Like, you try to reach out there and tackle him, and I try to trip him up, and I'm looking up, and he's still up. Like, I'm like, geez. And then Jake Martin comes out of nowhere, and he cleans him up. And the very next play, I'm like, bro, I got to get him. And I went around the outside, and I was able to get a sack on a Jermaine Illuminor. He's one of the better right tackles in the league. He's actually one of my partners in Green and Pastures Chicken. We're business partners on that. He's a chicken farmer as well. So to get a sack on those guys like that, man, it has a little bit more like oomph to it. I'm 36 years old. I'll be 37 years old in March, and I got 7 sacks on the season.
Yeah.
Theo,
One
that's
time for
crazy,
you,
ain't it,
man.
bro?
One
Like,
time for you, man. One time for you, man. I thought they
bro,
said you was washed up, man. You look good out there, man. You look good.
man, they love saying they're washed up. They've been saying I
They
was washed
love
up for the
it.
last 6 years.
They
They've been,
love they love that word. They throw that word around so like just like partially just anybody do
they,
anything they washed up. So
it's the young generation, bro. They love saying washed, and they
they
love
love
putting
it.
that little meme with the guy with the jump rope, and he
Yeah,
like sitting on his
now
butt,
I
like
will admit
jumping
that is
over it.
funny though.
Like
But it was
they
definitely
love
good to see you
posting
get a
that.
sack, bro. It was
They
so good to see you get a sack, bro. Like I love it. Every time you get a sack, bro, it just sends something like I just love that shit, bro. Because I know you still got a lot in the tank going left, bro. I love that shit,
Man,
bro.
I appreciate you, bro. 7 sacks, bro. 7, like
Leading the team.
7 sacks. I'm 3 sacks away from having 10 sacks at 30, at 36 years old. Like
Yeah.
that's insane to me. Like I'm impressed with myself. I am 2 sacks away from tying DeMarcus Ware at 9. I am 5 sacks away from being number 6. That was a number that I feel like I'm always moving the goalposts. Before it was like I just want to get to DeMarcus. I just want to pass DeMarcus. 2 sacks, I tied DeMarcus. And now like I'm saying like I need 5 more sacks to pass Michael Strahan at 6. 6 is an important spot for me to get to because you got so many young guys coming up. And if I can get to 6, then Myles Garrett comes, it'll just bounce me back to 7. Michael Parsons comes, that'll bounce me back to 8. Then you got TJ Watt, that'll bounce me back to 9. You see what I'm saying? So I want to get deep in the top 10 so I can leave some room to stay in the top 10 for a little bit. So that's my plan. Like my mom always says, if you want to make God laugh, start making plans. But that's what I want to do, and I hope His vision for me aligns with that. I need 1 more sack to tie Richard Dent and John Randall for 10th all time, just past Jared Allen, Hall of Famer, for 12th all time. Like all of these names are like names that are guys that I looked up to watching. Like all of these guys are in the Hall of Fame. So it's so real to see my name by their names. Like it is it's amazing, bro. Like I feel blessed and humble. This season hasn't gone the way that we wanted it to go. We were supposed to be, playing for the division, getting ready for the playoffs. It didn't quite happen that way. But to have 7 sacks with 3 games left, like it is, like I'm proud of myself. And it's not, Theo, how many times have you heard me say that? Like I am
Yeah.
definitely proud of myself. I don't impress myself easy. Like sometimes I be looking like, oh man, like eat just some soup, man. Like,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
7 sacks, that's more sacks than I had last year. 7 sacks, year 36, year 15. I like to check the sacks after every game to see where I'm at and the type of guys that I'm in front of. Like the young bulls, like it's young bulls that I'm in front of. My guy Bradley Chubb, like I'm in front of Bradley Chubb. Like, it's guys that I respect. There's a lot of young guys that I like. I love their game, and I'm in front of them. So it's super dope. No competition, kinda, but I'm you letting one of the oldest guys in the league outsack you. So
Oh my
it is
God.
what it is. What it is. It's a lot of guys that get mad over late season wins, especially when you're playing on a team like us, because you want those draft picks. What I would say in response to that is, we going out there to win the game, and whatever happens, it happens. Whatever pick that we get, that's what we get. We're not going out there to tank the game. Like we're not going out there to shut guys down and get ready for the next year. It's such an amazing opportunity to be in the NFL and play in the NFL. You want to take advantage of every single opportunity when you get out there. Like tanking for draft picks, not winning it, like none of that stuff. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. Like nothing in life happens by coincidence. If we are supposed to get whatever pick it is, then we get. If we're not, we're not. For me, like being number two, when I got drafted number two, I went to a Broncos team that was way better than the record that it had. So I went to a good team. They had the number two pick, and I went to a good team. The record just didn't say that. So I kind of feel like that's the same, type of situation that we're in with the Commanders. We have we're gonna have a high draft pick, but we are not a losing team. And whatever pick that we're able to get, and you pair that with Jaden Daniels and Scary Terry and Sam Cosmi and all the guys that we got on this team, like it'll be a crazy boost, especially being motivated by the type of season that we had this year. So the Commanders look for the Commanders outlook for next year, it'll be amazing. Like, whatever pick we get, we'll get. This coming up week, we're playing the Philadelphia Eagles, a team that's been scratching and clawing. They lost 3 games straight, but this last week they beat up on the Las Vegas Raiders. It was 31-0. Like they just dog walked them. Theo, what'd you think about that game?
Man, they kind of just choked them out. 31. It's just no Geno. They had Kenny Pickett out there. AJ caught a touchdown, so that's he happy. So
What happened with Geno?
I think Geno got a shoulder injury. So you got Kenny Pickett out there, running him for his life too. So they kind of they can't blame Geno this week. So that's good. So I don't
Brandon
know, man.
Graham. Brandon Graham had 2 sacks.
Off the couch, man. You back.
His first sack since coming out of retirement.
Yeah.
It was amazing to watch, and he did his little sack dance. Hi, bro. That's his 16th year in the league. Like he's older than me. He got the gray. He got more gray in his beard than I got, bro. Like, and to see him come off the couch and get sacks, like, it's definitely inspiring and motivating.
What does it say to all of these guys? That not all these guys, but just to come out of like retirement or just be older guys and still they jump into the game. It's really a young man game. We all know that. Like and to be able to still put some production out there.
For me, I don't like to think about the R word, but to see these guys come out of retirement, like Phillip Rivers had an amazing day. Like he was dealing. Like he 16 to 18. Like he was out there. He was decisive. He did look a little round, if you know what I mean. He looked like he had a vest on.
Your dad, man. That's dad, little dad, boy.
44 years old. But he did look amazing, bro. Like I was highly impressed. And I think the Indianapolis coach should be impressed as well. They should be inspired and motivated that they can win games with Phillip Rivers. They went against arguably the best team in the NFC, the Seahawks. They got the same record as the Las Vegas Rams. So they're one of the best teams, if not the best team in the NFC. And they held them to 18 points. I think it was only field goals. They only kicked field goals. And Phillip Rivers was dealing and diming, and he looked like he just picked right up for where he left off. It was definitely impressive. I really wanted to win for those guys just because it was Phillip. Like nothing against the Seattle Seahawks, but just because it was Phillip coming off the couch, I think that would have been a better storyline. But it's definitely motivating and inspiring to see what's coming on next. Like they definitely have a quarterback that can save their season and take them deep into the playoffs. And when you get there, who knows what can happen.
Yeah, they muddied up the game, kept it in Jonathan Taylor's hands. So I guess that's what you're gonna have to do. But he made a couple throws though, bro. He made a couple throws, dog. He
He
don't
did, bro. Like he was decisive.
that little
He was
sidearm.
decisive. He was dealing and diamond. That sidearm, it didn't look like it missed the beat. Like, man, I was highly impressed with Phillip. He gave up some sacks. It's not like
He got hit one time. He got right back up though. Ball kind of went high. He tried.
It's not like he's gonna scramble. It's not like he's gonna scramble around and run, nothing like that.
Nah, that's not.
He did lose a couple of offensive linemen to injury. Speaking of injury, like, bruh, Sunday was a tough day for injuries, man. Pat Mahomes, Michael Parsons. You got the Chiefs officially eliminated from the playoffs.
Then
And at the
Mahomes
same
gone.
time, they lost their franchise quarterback to ACL at the end of the season. That's going to bleed over into next year. Fortunately, Pat Mahomes, you don't have to be like left and right, slippery, slimy, like stop, go. Like Pat Mahomes' game with a knee brace, he can still do everything that he was doing, before. It wasn't like he was just like Lamar Jackson fast or anything like that. He was just able to buy time with his feet. And I think after he recovers from this ACL injury, he'll be able to be that same player. Like his game, that injury is not going to affect his game as much. Micah Parsons, on the other hand, it might take him a little bit. To be explosive and take on 300 pounders and go left and right. It's a little bit tougher for Micah Parsons to come back from the ACL than it would be Patrick Mahomes. But what I would say about that, Micah Parsons, from what we know about Micah Parsons, he's a freak, and he's gonna hit this. He's gonna hit his recovery and his therapy sessions like no other. I expect him to try to break records with that too. I expect him to try to be one of the first ones back and try to be, by what we know of Micah Parsons. Like, of course, we're assuming, and we don't want him to put himself in harm's way. But us knowing what we know about Micah Parsons, he's a freak. He loves to get after. He loves to challenge himself. I think this ACL injury would just be another challenge for him. It's always tough whenever you get injured, but I think he will attack this in a way, the same way that he attacks everything else. He's gonna make it a challenge, and we all know what Michael Parsons does. The challenges, he strives right through it. So,
Any advice you could probably give him? You think?
Advice for Michael Parsons, bro. I've had 2 ACL surgeries in the same knee. First ACL was in 2013. I was 25 years old. Second ACL was in 2022, and I was 33 years old. Huge difference. And I was thinking that I was going to recover the same way that I did the first time, but it just didn't work out that way. The technology, it was 8 years. It was an 8-year difference. When I got my ACL the first time, they kept me in like a little brace for like 6 weeks, didn't bend it, didn't none of that stuff. The second time I did my ACL surgery, I was walking without a brace, without crutches almost immediately. Like they want to get you walking and standing on it immediately. So huge shift in the timing of it. But it just took me a little bit longer the second time around. For one, the injury was worse than what it was before. And it was my second time on the same knee. So it took me longer to recover. The first time it was just ACL. And I was able to get back in about 7 months. The second time, it was that same ACL again with a little bit of cartilage damage, a little bit of meniscus. So it was harder for me to recover the second time around. And I was 33 at the same time. So I probably should have sat out that whole next season. But being 33 years old, like I just couldn't see myself doing that. The past is the past. I wish I would have never got hurt. I know these guys wish they never would have been in those situations as well. But, sometimes in life, things just happen. Nothing in life is by coincidence. You got to find the beauty in all of that stuff. And, it's just messages and signs from God or whatever you believe in for you to be a better version of yourself. And although it may look like adversity and although it may be challenging and tough, all of this is for the betterment of you. These guys, they're not in a contract year. Patrick Mahomes, one of the highest paid players in the NFL, Micah Parsons is the highest paid non-quarterback. So it's not like, they don't have to worry about that. They just got to worry about getting back on the football field, which I know they will do everything in their power to be able to get that done. Also, Devontae Adams went down with a hamstring injury. His injury, those hamstrings could be tough too. I don't want to say it's not as tough as those other guys because it's not season ending. What we know of right now, It's not season ending, but it's still a tough injury to be able to deal with, especially if you are a wide receiver. What do you know about hamstring injuries, Tio?
Man, I worked with AB for a long time. He had like a couple of hamstring and stuff like that. So he just kind of he just pushed through it though. That's just the thing about him. He pushed through it, but it's definitely a difference, especially route runners. You need that little twitch. You need it, and it's nagging. It's gonna nag him like probably for the rest of the year. Like for the
Wide
whole
receivers and hamstrings, yeah, it's definitely tough. So
yeah. So
definitely
he
dodge the bullet though. They don't have to. I mean, he's not going to be
they got
out
a
for the
game
rest of the
Thursday
season.
though. So
Oh, game
hmm
Thursday. That'd be tough. But I think
yeah.
Devontae Adams at 60% is still kind of scary. To have him on the football team, just to have him in a football field in any form or fashion. If he
Mm.
can play, if he
Do you
can
sit
play,
him though?
yeah, I mean, from what I know about the Los Angeles Rams and Reggie and all the guys they got over there,
Hmm.
he's got the best docs. He's got the best resources. They're the best team in the NFC right now. They're gonna do whatever it takes, they're gonna take care of him. So
Yeah.
if he's out there on Thursday,
Hmm.
then he's supposed to be out there. He can play. If he's not, then he just needs a little bit more time.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I don't think it'd be a big deal. I think they'll be able to work through it. Devontae Adams is another warrior as well,
Yeah.
and injuries just happen. The league is built off of injuries and guys stepping up and taking
This is true.
advantage of opportunities.
This is
So
true.
even though injuries suck, it's truly part of our game.
Yeah, this is true. It's just a big game. I just want, they play Seattle. Everybody want to have that field advantage throughout the playoffs, and nobody want to travel. So it's gonna be a
Yeah.
big game on Thursday. I wonder what he gonna do.
The first time that did they play on Thursday too?
I want to say no.
Well, when I went and visited the Seattle Seahawks, being around Jackson Smith and the Jigba and Sam Darnold for my visit, and meeting with Coach McDonald, I was highly impressed with that team. They're gonna be ready to go. So the Rams not having their weapons, it's gonna be tough. But I know Sean McVay too. And they still got Puka and they still got a lot of weapons over there. Defense is still humming. It'll be a good game regardless. They'll be able to figure it out. This is definitely the most anticipated Thursday night game of the season. Usually
That's fair.
these Thursday night games, they be whack and lame, but this week is gonna be it's
Nah,
gonna be
this
a
is a
good
big
one.
one. Yeah, that's definitely gonna be a big one. We need that. They need whoever fight for that home field advantage, bro. Nobody want to travel, man. Nobody want to travel. You want that bye, so what you want. If you get the bye, what you got to win 2 games.
Yeah, if you get the bye, you just got to win 2 games. You just got to win a divisional game and then the AFC or NFC championship, and then you're in the Super Bowl. So 3 games without it, 2 games with it. I've done it both ways. I've had the bye and made it. I've also had the bye and lost the first divisional game too. It kind of takes off that edge a little bit because you go from fighting for your life all of these games, and then all of a sudden, you see what I'm saying? You get a break, and then you play a team that's already callous
Yeah,
and been fighting for their
yeah,
life.
yeah.
So either way it go, I've wanted being the first seed, and I've also wanted being a wild card going on the road and playing Tom Brady at his home place, and we're able to do it too. So
Yeah.
either way it go, the better team on that Sunday will be able to win it. So you want to have home field advantage throughout. You want to have a bye, but you can win it either way it goes. The Buffalo Bills had a comeback in New England. They say it was improbable. I'm not saying
Yeah.
it's not improbable. I knew the whole time that Josh Allen, the guys are going to get to rolling. At one point in the game, it was 21-0.
Is up.
And the Buffalo Bills were able to drive down the field and score. And then the Patriots got the ball back and they were able to drive down the field and kick a field goal. So they go into halftime at 24-7. And you just see the clips of Sean McDermott. He's looking the same, this is what we do. And, they come back out and the Bills go score and you just see them fighting. And it looked like they had the Patriots numbered, and Henderson break off a
Break one
run.
off. Yeah.
He just started striding like long legs, geez Louise. And I'm like, bro, Cole Bishop, get him. No, he ain't gonna get him. He was just, bro, he was gone.
I
He
like
was
Trey
gone.
Dog.
He was gone, bro. But Josh Allen, bro, that's my guy, bro. I love Josh Allen, bro. You could just see it in his eyes. You could see the fire. And then the offensive line, Deion Dawkins, Spencer Brown, like they were just so sharp. Um,
He's
James
never
Cook
out of
was
it,
rolling.
Josh. Yeah.
What'd you say about
hmm
Josh?
I say Josh never just out of it. Like you can never just count him out 28 nothing, 21 nothing. Like he's never just out of it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I love about that guy. He gonna fight to the end. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's so dope about Josh. And you love him, so that helps too.
Yeah, I'm biased, so I love Josh on and
You
off the
love Josh.
football, on and off the football field. Like I love Josh. Like I got a man crush on this guy. Like that's bro. He's a defensive lineman. His personality is the perfect type of personality that you would want out of your quarterback. Like he's a he's just one of those guys, bro. Like he just has that ick factor, bro. Like he's cool with everybody on the team. Like he's a Hollywood guy, but if you're on a team with him, like you would never ever know. Like he's approachable, bro. Like you could talk to him about anything, bro. Like he has the superstar actress wife, and like, bro, like I'm a huge fan of Josh Allen. Not only Josh Allen, the Buffalo Bills as well. Brandon Bean, Coach McDermott. Oh, they got Jordan Poyer. That's my guy over there too. Greg Rousseau, like that's my guy. He might not have the sack numbers that you would want to see out of a guy that's making 20, 25 million a year, but the type of impact that he's having on the game, like it was a toss play, and he just totally shut it down. It was a crack toss. He ran through the offensive lineman and the wide receiver, didn't make the tackle, but he blew it up for everybody else. Like having him on the field, he is such a difference maker. And sometimes you get caught up in like these numbers and like he's not having the type of sacks. But if you watch that game, like he has to be dealt with, and they're not dealing with him. They are not dealing with him in that game. Like he was a huge reason why they won that game. Joey Bosa, the guy that replaced me, that took my spot. No, I'm not gonna do that. It's absolutely no smoke between me and Joey Bosa. Like I'm a fan of the Buffalo Bills. He had the tip pass for the game. He also had a lot of great rushes in that game too. So even though he didn't have the numbers, like the sacks, like you got to deal with Joey Bosa as well. Like the way he moves, like he had a spin in there that I was really impressed by. A couple of bull rushes, couple of swipes. Like he just jumps off. Like when you watch Joey Bosa, like he just jumps off. Like if I'm watching the game on my phone, like he just jumps off of the screen. Like it's your eyes are just attracted to the type of the energy that he plays with. You got Daquan Jones, like the beast in the middle. And even though like it was a little bit leaky, like they were running the ball a little bit, but overall they played great defense. I was really impressed. Trey White had a big time interception. He had a big time interception, and he's been hit with adversity too. And like to see him make the type of plays that he made, like that was impressive too. But Josh Allen stole the show. Like Josh Allen stole the show, man. Like he just looked amazing, like running around, scrambling, throwing the ball, really, really sharp. So shout out to the Buffalo Bills. Came back halftime, 24-7. They were able to come back and win the game. Very, very impressed. Max Crosby. He's been a bright spot on a fairly dull Las Vegas Raiders football team. Like he's been a bright spot. He had a little spat with Devin White, and if you read his lips, he was saying, "Set the fucking edge." And just to see Max like in that light, bro, he looks scary, bro. Like they was going at it, and Devin White, like he's not going back down either though. But to see them like go at it, like. That was like, that was kind of scary, bro. What did you think about that clip with Max Crosby and Devin White?
Man, Max cool. He don't really he's passionate, of course, but I never really seen Max bark at somebody like that on his team. So I don't know if it's just the losing starting to get to him and da da da, but it's just like watch out, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, he looked mean. Like you see, like the little hair, like the blonde reddish hair. Like he just looked like, hey, like one of those biker gangs. Like you don't want to mess with this guy. Like he was mad, bro. Like you could tell he was mad. And like you said, it's probably the losing. He's way, bro. We're talking about Max Crosby. Like he's not going to accept no losing, bro. And the type of season they have, I think they only won 2 games. Like that may be getting to him, and he's a leader on that team, the franchise guy. And like you got to show passion. You got to show passion sometimes, and let the guys know like this. It ain't acceptable. Like we way below the standard. Me knowing Devin White too, like he's used to winning too. So, maybe it's just the losing is getting to everybody at that
Yeah,
organization.
for
So
sure.
you look up at the scoreboard, it's 31-0, and you got guys having, mental errors or missed assignments, like that could get to you. So
Yeah. Then you got this long trip back to Vegas. It's just like, bro, I'm fed up right now. I'm pissed off. You know what I'm saying? So
it might not even been Devin's fault. He was just it's just the timing. Like somebody got to get it. Like I'm mad at somebody, but he did
I
get a
look,
sack. He did get a sack, and that pushes him to 10 sacks on the season on
yeah,
a very, very challenged Las Vegas Raiders team. So the Las Vegas Raiders, they were one of the teams that I reached out to. I kind of dodged the bullet with that one, because they didn't want me. They just flat out said, they didn't want me. So it was like, yeah, I was like, we're going to, obviously I'm translating it through my agent, but it was just, no, they didn't want me. They didn't need me. So I kind of dodged the bullet. I really just wanted to go there because it was Max. To play with Max, we got the Pass Rush Summit, and then Geno Smith, got a relationship with Geno Smith too. And, playing in Las Vegas with no state income tax, like that would have been cool. And like, it's Vegas. Like I spent a lot of time in Vegas, not for the gambling, but it's the entertainment capital of the world. Like they got some of the best food in the world as well too. And golf, like golf in Vegas is amazing. So
yeah.
I dodged
Seeing
the
you and
bullet with
Max
that.
play would have been cool though, for sure.
Yeah, playing with Max, bro, that would have been dope, bro. Like, well, yeah, I dodged the bullet. I still love you though, Max. It was dope. I think I ended up exactly where I was supposed to be, bro.
Yeah.
Coming into this season, we had very, very high hopes, like Jaden Daniels, seeing the type of stuff that they did last year, and Dan Quinn, and it just didn't, work out. But I got 7 sacks. That's still like every time I say that, like 7. Like I haven't had 10 sacks since 2018. So if I'm able to squeeze out 10 sacks, I will be very, very proud of myself. I was trying to get, because if you can get 2 sacks in one game at this point, it kind of like have you ahead of the schedule. So I was trying to get another one yesterday, and it just, it just went for me. Like, like nothing in life happened by coincidence. So I was trying. It just didn't happen. But
But next year you back here, you guys gonna start playing with leads, and you know what I'm saying? That's
yeah.
gonna lead to more sacks and things like that. So no, it's definitely looking good for the future, man,
No,
for you
if
especially.
they want me back, I would love to come back. But at this point, I mean, what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go wherever I'm wanted.
Yeah.
So I want to
That's
come back to
very
the
that's
Commanders. If I want to come back to the Commanders, if they don't want me back, then I gotta go somewhere. It's not like I'm a free agent in my prime and I get to pick wherever I want to go. Like
but you
no,
put some good film out there though.
whoever want me, that's where I'm gonna go. Like I need 5 sacks to get to number 6. So if I can knock out, say if I'm able to get 10, then I only need 2 sacks next year. So I just need to go to a team where I'm able to get 2 sacks. Next year I have 18. I have 17 games to get 2 sacks. So even though I wanted to be here, I would like it. I would like to be here with the Commanders and get paid Commanders money. But I'll be 37 years old. Whoever wants me, that's where I go. So I just gotta get it how I live. Just a little bonus segment. Shout out the DeSoto Eagles. An electric game versus South Lake Carroll. Historic program. The Blondes, the Dragons. It was a shootout. We were able to win 57-44. It came down to the last minute, 4th down stop, and we couldn't knee the ball because we'd have been in the end zone. We stopped them on the 1-yard line, so we had to run the ball. And our guy took the ball 99 yards. Of course, he ended in dramatic fashion, and that's why we were able to win 57-44. Shout out to Coach Mathis too. I think his personality and the way he had that game-ending interview, that's what we all felt in DeSoto. All they do is talk about us. It's the end of an era. DeSoto done. Like, that's all they do. And I think his passion and his energy embody all of DeSoto, from um, West High School to freshman campus to the high school to everybody that's involved, like to everybody that's been involved with DeSoto football from back when I was playing. It's always something. It's the end of an era. They can't do this. They can't do that. And I think Coach Mathis' passion and energy really set it all for everybody that's been a DeSoto alumni, that's a DeSoto supporter, DeSoto fan, that's currently at DeSoto. That 1 minute to 2 minute interview, that's what we all felt. And I love Coach Mathis. And I hope he stays there for as long as he wants to stay there till he gets old and gray. Because that's the type of guy that we need leading our organization. That's the type of guy that we need leading our football programs. He's done an amazing job. He's brought us state championships before, and we trying to get another one. And I love Coach Mathis. I appreciate you, man. I didn't even play for Coach Mathis, but I feel like I have. He is a true embodiment of DeSoto Eagles, DeSoto U. All the young men that come through there, all the young men that he's been able to mold and make to better men. I just want to say I appreciate you, Coach Mathis. I appreciate all those players too. I appreciate the type of team that we have. Me being in the league, this is my 15th year in the league. Like, I'm still going back and I'm still checking for DeSoto to see what y'all do, man. And y'all make it easy because y'all making noise. Y'all making national noise, man. And I'm proud to be a DeSoto Eagle. Man, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Good luck at state. They are playing CE King out of Houston. It'll be another hard-fought game down at AT&T Stadium here in Dallas. And it's man, it'd be so dope to be able to get another state championship back in DeSoto. But first, we got to take care of business. CE King is a tough team out of Houston. We'll be playing them at 7:30 at Texas Stadium, AT&T Stadium, and it's gonna be a hard-fought win. Theo, did you see the clips?
Man, I'm waiting. I hope y'all win. I want to see another. Like, he went Ric Flair on the speech. I want y'all to win so I can see that passion again. He really is. He usually kind of that turned up, or like he.
No, he does a great job motivating the guys, bro. Like his pregame speeches. Like I've been there to watch some of his games, and I've seen some of his pregame speeches and seen the way he impacts the players. Like, football is such a rah-rah sport. Like, and the way he can motivate those kids. Like, he has an extreme talent for that. Like, and, I know, like, we've been trying to, like, pay Coach Mathis because he's not, even in the top 10 of high school coaches in the state of Texas. He deserves that. And we're going to make sure we get him right. We don't want Coach Mathis to go nowhere. That is our coach. Job's not finished, but the job he's done has been amazing. And I just wanted to use this platform to say, man, I appreciate you, Coach Mathis. You got a huge impact on me, and you never even coached me. He has a special relationship with my dad, man, and the things that he's done for DeSoto U, sending all these guys to college, getting all these guys scholarships. The type of money that he didn't earn for these guys, like you got scholarships and NIL. Like, he's definitely making a difference in our community. And I just wanted to use our platform to say, man, I appreciate you, man. Good luck at state. We one more game away from CE King. That stadium that we played in, it was in Mansfield. I played in that stadium before. We lost to Cedar Hill. There was a guy named Desmond Briscoe. He played in the league. He played for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers back in the day. William Cole. They were like the guys back then at Cedar Hill. And they routed us. And at that time, like, I returned kicks. I was returning kicks back then. I was returning kicks back in those days, and I actually played in that stadium. Got fond memories. And to see, like, my team, DeSoto, like, go there and take it down to the wire. It was 4th and 5 in South Lake Carroll. They needed that to, like, tie the game up. And you see them go and, like, they stop him at the one. It was like 3 players there. Boom, 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 boom. One guy went after the ball, And it was just boom, boom, boom. And then you look up in the stands and you see everybody going crazy. Like, that's my school. That's my city. They are a true representation of who I am, where I come from. And then to see Coach Mathis interview after, which I posted on my Instagram page, like, that show you what we all about at DeSoto. Like, that show you we take notes. You know, we keep receipts. You know, all that talking that y'all were doing, this and that, it's the end of an era. Like, that's how we feel. Like, we take all that personal. And those kids, it's all about those kids. Like, Coach Mathis coaching them, but it's all about those kids, man, and the way they play, man, the way they battle, man. Me being in the league 15 years, those kids and the way they play, it motivated me. 36 years old. And I just want to give a heartfelt shout out to DeSoto U, Coach Mathis, and everybody over there at DeSoto, man. DeSoto U, baby! Because I had to do it because we playing the Hurricanes this week. So, I love y'all, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you.
Vaughn, for the free range part, we got your former teammate, great, DJ Williams here to talk about the Miami Texas A&M matchup. So we got DJ coming in right now. What's up, DJ?
What's good, fellas? What's good?
What's up, bro?
Wait, before we get it started, y'all don't actually think y'all gonna beat us?
Hell yeah! What happened the last two times we played?
Oh,
well, we won the first one.
Did y'all?
Yeah, we won the first one, and y'all won the second one.
No, you didn't. We beat y'all in College Station, and then we beat y'all in Miami.
For real?
I think we split. I think we lost in College Station.
I think we won one. We won one. Y'all won one.
Lost in College Station, then beat us. Then we beat them.
We won at our place. Y'all won at y'all place.
I'm such a winner, dog. I don't think I compute the losses.
I'm a winner too. No, but that's, you know, like this. Listen, this ain't like this. The league, like I can really pop it. This is my college team. I'm not on that team no more. Like, bro, we got Marcel Reed, we got KC Concepcion, Cassius Howe. You know, Tony is the defensive line coach.
I see Tone. Yep.
One of the best recruiters in the nation. And he's a great defensive line coach too, but one of the best recruiters in the nation. Defense is solid. Elko doing an incredible job. Like, one of his incentives was to make it to the college football playoffs. He blew that away in his first 2 years. This team, especially after a loss, we all know what a loss at the right time can do for a team. Shouldn't have lost to Texas. We lost to Texas on Thanksgiving weekend. And those type of losses can propel your team to play at a level that they wouldn't normally play at. So is Miami a good team? Yes. Do they have a talented defensive line? Because one of those guys on the defensive line is one of the highest rated draft picks in the nation. Yes. But at the end of the day, I feel like the Texas A&M Aggies in College Station, that what they play at noon, would just be a little bit too much for the Hurricanes.
No chance, bro. Listen, there's so many chinks that have gotten exposed in the armor of the Aggies. For one, you mentioned
the stretch run.
Well, okay. First of all, y'all didn't play in the SEC. Y'all didn't play Bama. Y'all didn't play Georgia. Y'all didn't play Ole Miss. Y'all didn't play Vandy. Y'all didn't play Tennessee. Right? Mm-hmm. So what does that leave you? Florida, and y'all played Texas. Mm-hmm. What happened when y'all played Texas?
It was Arch Manning scrambling. Like, that was really it.
Okay. Should have lost to South Carolina. So what I'm saying is, people have been talking about A&M all year as a quiet sleeper team, right? There hasn't been a lot of attention. There hasn't been anything negative in the program. There hasn't been anything over the top hype, right? It was just one of those teams that they said they were good and they were solid. But the only two games that I watched this year were the South Carolina game and the Texas game. That is what the University of Miami is showing their team right now, right? You have a team that's loaded with talent. You have a dual quarterback that can do a lot. They've come back. But again, this team is not invincible. Yeah. And so when you look at –
But Miami is, though.
No, you got to understand. We coming in with the underdog mentality. We ain't supposed to be here.
Y'all got two losses, right?
Yeah, we got two losses. We ain't supposed to be here.
And those losses were to who and who?
It was to Virginia and Louisville.
Louisville. That Louisville game, y'all wasn't supposed to lose that one.
Ohio State won the national championship last year with 2 losses.
That Michigan game that they lost to, that was the game that kind of woke them up.
So that's
right?
what you're saying for you guys. That is the.
I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Like, two things can be true at the same time. Like,
yeah.
Let's just look at it on the face. Let's just look at it on the face. College Station is one of the hardest places to play in the whole entire NCAA.
Well, we won last time.
That place is going to be rocking. Like, the very first college football playoff game in college.
Yeah. But it's only going to add to it, bro. It's just like when we go play in Florida State with the chant and all the noise. Like,
it ain't nothing like Florida. This place is nothing
but I'm saying
like
that we
State.
built for it. Like, I don't think you understand for what it means for the University of Miami to have an underdog mentality. Like, we're very rarely in that position. And so you have a team, you have a group of guys. Listen, I didn't believe we was going to make it. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, I shouldn't have made it. I mean, I would have put Texas in there before y'all.
We can't. You can't. You.
I would have put Texas in there before. I mean, Texas' schedule was a whole lot harder than y'all's schedule, and you know they came down to the end. They beat us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They lost to Oklahoma. They lost to not Oklahoma State, but Ohio
they lost
State.
to Florida by a team that we boat raced. So look, we
beat Florida.
We can do the Chinese math thing, but look, we in. And all I'm saying is we are the most dangerous team. We got one of the quarterbacks with the most experience. We got.
What does the experience have to do? Experience
don't you go there. Don't you go there.
Okay, let's just go. Listen, you pick 3, so I'm gonna go Marcel Reed, right?
Yeah.
You can go y'all's quarterback.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Cassius Howell, and you can go y'all best defensive player.
Bang.
I'm gonna go wide receiver KC Concepcion, and you go y'all best wide receiver. The freshman wide receiver, right?
Tony, the most electrifying player in college football.
So I'm gonna let you go first with y'all quarterback. Let's start with the quarterback. That's the head of the snake. Let's start with y'all quarterback.
Listen, I'll give you guys the game plan. The only 2 losses that we have is when Carson Beck was forced to throw the ball over 35 times.
Mm-hmm.
We cannot. We better not throw the ball over 25 times in this game.
Is Carson Beck a scrambler? Is he going to be able to scramble?
He's not a scrambler, but he can use his legs and get away a little bit.
He can extend plays.
He got a little juice to him. It ain't nothing crazy.
This Texas A&M defense is one of the strongest defenses in the NCAA.
We got one of the top offensive line in the country.
Cassius Howell. He's one of the best defensive
Francis Maui like we said, we just you see we got guys. Listen, both teams got guys. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, both teams got guys.
Cassius Howell is amazing. We also got other guys on the inside that are pretty good as well. Terrion York, one of the best inside linebackers, number 21, one of the best inside linebackers in the nation. This group of DBs, they've been locking down stuff all season long. Locking down receivers all season long. I forgot I think it's Harbor for South Carolina. Locked him down. Like, he's the fastest, probably the most pro-ready wide receiver. I won't say in the NCAA, but he is going to be a top pick.
Bully y'all, bro.
We're able to lock him down. That South Carolina team with Sellers and the stuff that we did with that team, that's what really got my confidence going. At the same time, you can't count out the 12 man. And I think that is what that will be the difference maker. I give y'all, let's say both teams are even. The 12th man and the way that place is going to be rocking at noon in College Station, that's going to be the difference maker in my opinion. Cassius Howell, one of the best. Y'all got great offensive line as well. Cassius Howell, Texas A&M is the place for pass rushers. You do know that, right? Miles Garrett.
Yeah. Listen, y'all put it on. There you go. You're talking third person.
The Von Miller.
the Von
Miles Garrett too. Miles Garrett, like he about to break the NFL sack
Yeah, that's
record.
gonna be crazy.
One thing that these guys all got in common is Texas A&M. They're gonna be keyed into the snap count. They're gonna be jumping the snap count. It's gonna be so electric. And our head coach, like Elko, I think, in a street fight, I think he'll be able to beat our head coach up.
All right, Cristobal.
Cristobal. Now, Elko.
Wait. Cristobal played on the national championship team with Miami when they had them boys sapped and them boys.
What position he play?
He played O-line. First of all, Cristobal is 6'5", 260. So let's reassess that. He's 6'5".
Have you seen Elko?
He's 6'5", 260, and he wanted to. You've been in Miami. He wanted Miami Cubans back in the day. He might have had a little gold, a little slug. He might have been, but then come on to him right. But look, at the end of the day, like I said, I'm gonna give you the game plan. Carson Beck is going to throw the ball less than 25 times a game. We're going to run the ball around 40 to 45 times a game. We are going to bully you guys. Miami fan base has been complaining this whole season about Christian Ball and how he plays and how he calls games, right? Very conservative. We know that that's what wins in the playoffs, right? It's a team that can stop the run. And it's a team that can run the ball. That is it. If Carson Beck has to throw the ball over 25 times, we'll probably lose. Like that's really the game plan.
First of all, the strong point of our team is our defensive line and our defense. So running the ball, as long as the two runs that we've struggled with are those outside stretches where you get them onto the DBs. Yeah. And I think any defense in the nation, when you start stretching that ball out and you get the ball out to the DBs, it's going to be tough for any team. That's what Texas was able to do. And I think that was what was the team we played at the beginning of the season? Like they ran for 220 yards.
That's crazy. Once you start throwing in all those other letters, Southwest, Northeast.
UTSA, like it was at the start of the season. He ran for 220 yards. And then Texas was able to buy into that playbook. And towards the end of that game, they were able to stretch it out all the way to the DBs and run. At the same time, I know what a loss at the right time does for a team. I'll go to my pro career. We lose to the 49ers last game of the season. If we would have beat the 49ers, we would have been the number one seed. Yeah. If we would have lost to the 49ers, we were a wild card team and we had to go on the road to play Tom Brady. We ended up losing. It was a reality check. We go over to Tampa Bay. We play Tom Brady. We're able to get a win. Came back to our place. Beat the 49ers for the first time in like 5 games. So I'm not saying just because we did that with the Rams that the Texas A&M Aggies will be able to do it. I'm just showing you what type of loss, the right loss at the right time has a boost to great teams. And that team that we lost to, the TU Aggies, the TU Longhorns on Thanksgiving weekend, like that might as well have been a double loss because it was our rival. We would have been undefeated. We would have played in the SEC championship. Those guys are going to be motivated. And the way that Coach Elko coaches these guys, like we're not just going to let that slide. At the same time, this is where I can agree with you on this type of stuff. Like college football is college football. Yeah. And you really just never know. And this is why that this game will be it'll be the best game on college football playoff weekend on Saturday. I can agree with you on 100%. That. So with that being said, we gotta have some type of bet on this.
Let me know. What are you willing to lose? Look, my bank account ain't like yours, so it gotta be.
It don't have to be nothing. I want the dignity. That's what I want.
Yes.
I'm coming for the dignity and the pride. Like
shame.
I don't want the financial. I want the shame. So let's start thinking in those type of areas right there. Well, how could I embarrass the Miami Hurricane legend DJ Williams? Like, do I put him in Aggie gear? Do I have him put on?
Oh, you got to remember, I got Dime Light. I got Dime Light, so I'll be wearing Aggie gear from time to time. Hey, the Aggie gear ain't it. The Aggie gear, I got it.
I think
no.
I think we come up with.
I got it. Here it is. Well, here's my idea. You could throw your idea out.
Yeah.
Loser has to do a professional photo shoot like how you used to have to do in college, but in the other team, like head to toe, the gear, to everything, hold the helmet, the whole nine. That's it. So I get a head to toe of Von Miller, and I'll send you my jersey. It's just a head to toe situation. But listen, it gotta be a professional. You know the poses you do when you hold the helmet.
I like it, like how the recruits be doing. How the recruits be doing when they come in. I like that too. Also, I want to throw in too, because photos just go away. They you can AI that these days and stuff. I want to
chill out.
I want a professional read. Like I want to be able to read. I am DJ Williams. I made the mistake of going like I want a whole like prompt. Now I want it to be read out so we can post it on Instagram story.
I got it. Let's do it.
And I'm gonna come up with it to say it ain't gonna be no longer than a paragraph. You know, for some reason y'all get lucky and y'all beat us. You send it to me, photo shoot, and the prompt read, post it on my story in the photo shoot.
Let's run it.
Okay.
Theo, why you smiling? You in this too?
I'm just sitting here listening, man.
Who you going for, Theo? Well, you too quiet. Who you going for?
I'm from Miami. I'm a Miami guy for sure. For sure.
So
can we get a score prediction though? A score prediction, real quick.
I mean, this college football stuff is insane. Like, I don't know if it'd be a low scoring game. I don't know if it'd be a high scoring game. But I would say, just off the top of my head, I will say 35. I'll say 35-28 Texas A&M Aggies.
You see, I'm gonna go the opposite because again, for us to win, I think it got to be a dirty game. I think the ball has to be run a lot. Yes. So I'm going to go 17-13, Canes.
That means that's a lot of defense out there, man.
A lot of defense, man.
Well, I got DJ on here, man. I've been knowing DJ. This is my 15th year in the league. I've been knowing DJ for 15 years. One of my favorite vets that I had throughout my career, him, Wesley Woodyard. These were the guys that really had a huge influence on the type of player that I am now. And there was a lot of things that I learned with these guys. A lot of pranks. And honestly, these guys really showed me how to play football. DJ Williams along with Wesley Woodyard and Richard Smith. Like,
gotta love
Coach Smith still coaching in the league. Like, he back with the Chicago Bears.
He coaching with that still old school mentality. Yeah. I would have thought. I would have thought that they would have graciously exited coaches like that out of the league. You know.
No, man. And then to see the type of coach that he paired with, Ben Johnson, like he paired with one of the young, hip, like upcoming coaches. Then you got the hard-nosed, like linebacker coach. Me coming in my rookie season, Coach Smith was really the one who showed me how to play football. Yeah. I'm coming in here with the little finesse, like mindset. I know like what I was doing in college. Like, this is what I'm gonna do in the league. Like, I'm gonna hop around blocks and dip around shit and just get extra bendy. Like, for Coach Smith, he was not having that. It was hard-nosed. It was run to the ball. It was stick your neck in there. Like, what are you doing? Rewind the playback. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This, I can't even say like the stuff that he would say on this podcast, but this right here is unacceptable, young man. You are running from contact right here. Look at it.
Do you remember the Pablo Dog theory?
The Pablo Dog theory.
Listen to this, man. We in the NFL. This ain't college. This ain't high school. This ain't like if I show up late to class, you make me run the stairs or you roll me. Like, we are in the NFL. And
this is year 7 for you, right?
This is year 7. Yeah.
Year 7 for DJ. This is my rookie year.
And again, when Von came in, the natural talent was undeniable, right? But just like he said, things like running to the ball, being a pro every day, do it one way. So we got into a situation where I guess he wasn't running to the ball enough. He brought us all in a huddle and said, have you ever heard of the Pablo Dog theory? Basically, the Pablo Dog theory is you punish the group, not the individual that has made the mistake. And so it was a situation where Von didn't run to the ball. It backfired, though, because your mindset at that time. So he was making us do gassers because Von didn't run to the ball, thinking that it was going to like click off. And Von was just like, yeah. But again, what that does is that forces the individuals to start to coach and bring Von along. And it didn't take long. Like I said, the natural ability, the skill set was there. But what you went through, bro, is what we all went through. And I'm sure you saying the same thing when you got the young guys, the rookies, from how you pull up to the facility, for what you dress, your music, like all of those things when you're young, you think don't matter.
Yep.
But now when you become a vet and you sit back and you look, you like, that shit does matter.
It was like, bro, like some of the stuff that I was doing, I'm like, bro, like, I can't believe, like, bro, it's like, bro, like, you know, at the same time, I made the best decision that I could with the information that I had at the time. But it was some things that I don't say I regret, but it was some things that I would want to do differently.
You naturally,
as far as like the clothes that I used to wear to work, like, bro, I used to just, bro. I remember one time I wore a onesie with like some snow boots, and I was late. I was late to the team meeting. Like I walked in the team meeting room late with a onesie on with snow boots, like. And you know how you walk in late, everybody automatically like look like. Bro, it was insane, bro. Like, I remember, like, so my big thing, bro, I always been a funny guy, bro. Like, and they would ask me to do stuff, like, and instead of like me doing it, being a good rookie, I just bugged the system and I like say the most off the wall shit. And they had no choice but to like laugh. Like I made them laugh a whole bunch of times. I remember one time they was like, "Hey, Rook, go get us some food." And I said, "Go get y'all some food? Y'all the ones who should be getting me some food. Like I'm the number 2 pick." Like it was just so. It was just so like, you know what I'm saying? Like it was just so like brazen. Yeah. Like I don't even know where that came from.
But
bro.
You know like, what though? Like you always have outliers, right? So again, like I said, like none of us doubted the talent and the ability. Again, it was just about learning how to be a pro. Like, look, I remember we are at week 8 or 9. Remember, we got the Player of the Game award, right? And you said this out loud. You was like, "Damn, look at that! It's 9. We in week 9? Damn, my picture up there 7 times." And so that was why it was so hard to police you. Right? Because the way that you were doing it, even though we looked at it like not correct, you was balling out. You was getting player of the game. You was getting a bunch of awards. And there was one game where, for me as a vet, where I think you kind of understood. And I don't even know if you remember this, but we were playing the Chargers. And it was a situation where in practice, I was like giving you the check. And you was like, yeah. You know how the thing
is the first Chargers game. First Chargers game.
The thing is I get in trouble for you. So that's why I was on you. Make sure he get the call, and I'm giving to you. And it was kind of like a fence, a 50-50 if we were doing it right or not. So I went upstairs and I was like, "Yo, pull it." Like, "Coach, let's not pull it."
I think it was cover 3. It was a cover 3. When you made the check, I was supposed to go hook to curl. Or curl the hook, like whenever if it was 3x1, I should be hook. Yeah. If it's 2x2, I should be curl. And like I was like 50-50. And then this is the first Chargers game, right? We ended up running the game and he made a check and I was supposed to be curl, but I dropped hook. The dude run up the seam, catch the ball, score a touchdown. And we ended up losing that game by a touchdown. Like that. They pulled me off of like the Sam and I just rushed the passer. I went in there, I got a sack from rushing the passer. Yeah. But we ended up losing the game, and it came down to that one particular play. Like I'm in the NFL, I cried. I cried after that game. Like that was like when I realized how technical it is in the NFL. Like I realized that it's, you know, the margin of error is so slim in the NFL, and that was like the game that really like showed me like, hey, it's not all fun and games. Like you got to be on top of everything. Like. Coverage is never back when I was in college, like coming in coverage was never really my thing. Now I love coverage. Like I want to drop. I want to be like, I take pride in that. And it all started from, early on in my career, like, and DJ Williams having the type of vets that we have. And I know I joke and we kid around, but having guys like DJ, Cham, Wesley Woodyard, these were like my core of guys. And I said, and I think sometimes, like, what type of guy would I be, like, if I didn't have those guys? Like, how would I have ended up? Like, if I didn't, maybe I would have ended up like, the other guy that we had, before me, that played for Tennessee. I don't want to maybe that's my guy too, but I don't want to like, throw nobody under the bus. But, having these guys that I had, like, in the type of leadership that I had, Brian Dawkins, bro, seeing Brian, being at the Inverness Hotel and seeing B-Dawg cry. I saw Brian Dawkins cry in there. Just give me one more chance. Like, I don't want to end my career like this. This is all I got. Like, actually, like, feeling that and seeing that and experiencing that, like, it showed me like what the league was all about. And man, DJ, man, like, I love you, man. I know every opportunity that I get to tell you, bro, I let you know, bro. Like, things happen. We done lost, good friends. Demaris Thomas, like, number 88, like, some of the things that really give me peace in that is knowing that every chance that I had to let them know that I love them and I appreciate them, I did, man. And, to have this opportunity with you, I love you, man. I appreciate you. Thank you for everything that you've done for me in my career. You got little girls and I got little boys, like, who were like, bro, I remember before you didn't even have no kids. And it was me. I didn't even, bro. All of this stuff was like,
it was a lifesaver, though. I needed it. I needed the kids to slow me down, man. I needed the kids to slow me down. But I also want to add this too. So, like, there's just been, like, being around you, dog. Here's what I tell people when people ask me who's the best player that I've ever played with. Right, the names that go through my head are Ed Reed, Sean Taylor, Champ, and you. The difference between you and the other three are you were the only player I've ever played with that could think something and then actually do it. Like, your mind will set yourself to something and you do it. Perfect example. Again, there's a lot of stuff that you're not going to remember, but I remember pregame watching you take 2 hard steps up off the ball and then spinning inside. And I asked you, I said, what are you doing? You said, oh, I got this new move, going to get a sack. And I'm watching, I'm like, dog, this is the NFL, that don't work. Because it was just like premeditated. What did you do in the Super Bowl, dog? I remember being Park Meadows Mall riding with you. After your rookie year, you talking about, oh, I almost broke the rookie sack record, talking about how much you're going to dedicate yourself even more and work out in the offseason. Your exact words was, I'm going to sign $100 million. Bam, you signed $100 million. Listen, I remember you speaking about when we asked you what you studied in school. I can't remember. What's it called?
Poetry science.
Yeah. And then you went down this rabbit hole talking about A&M and what it does for the agriculture and your plan and what you're going to do as far as chickens and this and that. And it was just like, bro, what are you talking about? So there were so many situations where I was around you and, like, you said some things to me at that time that seemed outlandish and too far-fetched. Maybe that's because my ceiling was here. You see what I'm saying? So I think the personality, the attitude at which you came in with, I think is also why you're so successful, dog. Big time dreamer, super proud of you, dog. Seeing Von Miller, the dad, is crazy.
It's crazy, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Seeing Von Miller, the dad, is crazy, man. But again, one of my, like you said, one of my all-time teammates, bro. And it was the first time ever. I was, one of the best athletes that's ever touched the field almost every step. It took me about a week to see you do something, and I said, "Oh, I can't do that. I don't got that." That's what this next generation looks like. I asked you to teach me pass rushing, dog. I told this story before on my podcast. Put my pride to the side. Said, "Dog, can you teach me how to rush the passer?" I think this is like your second year. You say, "Yeah, bro, come here." You say, "All right, here's what you want to do. You want to act like you're in a phone booth with somebody, You want to get as closest to them, but they can't touch you. I said, what? You said, get as closest to me, but you can't. Soon as you said that, I realized, like, nah, back to the bull rush I go, dog. back to the bull rush that I go, dog. So, yeah, man. And the elevation of your game came when mentally, when your mental aspect and being a great player changed, and that's what, took you through the roof, dog. Like I said, I've never seen somebody physically do whatever their mind asked their body to do.
Man, all the lessons that I learned from playing with you and Wood and Dog and Champ, all the things that y'all used to tell me, bro, and all the situations that I was in and all the perspectives that I had at that point in time, like, I see myself now being 12 years older than these guys, 15 years older than these guys. And I be seeing probably damn, this is what DJ was talking about, bro. Like, this is what Wood was talking about, bro. Like, I be hearing guys talk. And now when I'm older, I do more listening than I do talking.
Yeah.
And before when I was young, I did more talking than I did listening. And now I be in there and I just be listening. I be hearing what these young dudes be saying. I'll be like, bro, what? Like, bro, what? Y'all got it backwards. And I don't be wanting to butt into everybody conversation and say I would have did this or I would have did that or y'all should do it this way. I try to stay away from that. So I just be listening, bro, and I be listening and hearing some of the stuff that people be saying. I'll be like, bro, y'all got it all mixed up. And I be realizing that's the perspective that that you had when you was listening to me say some of the crazy stuff that I was saying. Talking about, man, we went out last night. What y'all do, bro? We just went out last night. We got faded all night, bro. It's like, what? Did y'all have any females? No, bro. We just drank we just drank as much as we can, bro. Got as fucked up as we can, bro. He's like, bro, that don't sound fun to me.
Man,
no, bro, it was fun, bro. We probably drank a whole bottle by myself, man. It stayed up all night. He's like, bro, but that's all y'all did? Yes. Yeah, bro, like that. Like, bro, y'all got it back. I find myself in those situations all the time. Like, bro, y'all got it backwards, bro. I don't be correcting them. I just be like, bro, y'all go have fun, bro. Y'all do what y'all do. But I constantly another thing too, when I'm giving guys advice, when I'm giving guys different perspectives, the stuff that I'm telling them 95% of the time is stuff that you done told me or Wood done told me or DeMarcus done told me. It's never my own words. So the information that you done gave me and I'm just paying it forward to the young generation. And that's one of the things that I do appreciate, just having the type of vest that I had, bro, that had me on, a path that really all the other guys in the league, everybody got their own path, but the people that I had in my life, the type of vest that I had in my life, it definitely set me up to have the type of wisdom that I have now and the type of decision making that I have now, man. And, I appreciate you guys, man. And, if you ever need me, I got you. I hate that, the Aggies going to have to beat up on the Miami Hurricanes and have y'all crying and, have y'all read a little statement that I'm going to print out and y'all read it exactly how I wrote it and post it. I hate that happened, bro. But after that, bro, it'll all be love.
I think
man.
I'm going to have you read some old Trina lyrics or something. Trust me. Whatever I have you read, it's going to have some association with Miami.
Yeah.
Listen, dog, y'all not winning. Listen, I believe it in my heart.
My paragraph is gonna be so hilarious, bro. You're gonna have to read it and post it, bro. And I'm gonna repost it on my story, bro. I got it all.
I only got 27 followers, dog.
But if you do it, I gotta read the paragraph and post it on my page. Yeah. So vice versa, either way it goes, it's gonna be seen by the man.
Right? Yeah.
So when I get you and I have you read the stuff that you post it on your page, and then I'm gonna post it on my page too. So either way it go, it's gonna get out to the masses.
Got you. Can't.
But DJ, man, I appreciate you, bro. If you ever need me, man, I got you, bro.
Appreciate it.
I remember you hit me up last week and said let's do this podcast. It was perfect, bro. And this is my podcast, Free Range.
Yep.
The podcast that can't be contained, and it's perfect for guys like me and you. It's a place where we can just talk about whatever we want. Obviously, it's football based, but it's me. It has a foundation of fun where we can start at one place and we can just talk freely about whatever. And honestly, free range chicken.
See, listen, that's what I'm saying, dog. You had the vision 15 years ago. I couldn't see it. Chicken.
I appreciate you, bro. I'm gonna get you some gear, bro. I mean, this is my new hat, so I tried to make it more stylish. Yeah. Because me, Patrick Mahomes, Drew Brees, and Nick Foles, we all partners. Gotcha. And I sent some hats to Patrick at first, and the hats before they was just like regular chicken hats. Yeah. So I'm like, bro, I'm gonna make a hat that like he gonna want to wear. Yeah. And that's why I came up with these hats.
I rock with it, dog. That's dope.
But man, I appreciate you for having me on, for coming on, bro. And it's all love, man. I love you, man. I appreciate you. I'm grateful for our friendship and our brotherhood, man. And if you ever need me, man, you know I got you, bro.
Appreciate it. Love you too.
Love,
Theo,
bro.
come on.
One time.
There it is.
Thanks again for my guy, DJ Williams. Man, I love that guy, man. One of my all-time favorite vets. I appreciate him taking time out of his day to talk about the Miami Hurricanes losing. We had to wait and see how that goes, but that'll be a good one. I appreciate you guys for listening or watching and subscribing. Don't forget to subscribe. I appreciate that. This is Free Range Podcast, episode 7. Thanks for tapping in. Gig 'em, and don't forget to count your chickens. If you're rocking with this show, be sure to follow us at your favorite podcast app. And while you're there, go ahead and drop a 5-star rating and leave a review. I want to hear what you think. Free Range with Von Miller is presented by Odyssey. Our executive producers from Odyssey are Leah Reese-Dennis, Danny Freisinger, and Greg Hoseman. The show is produced by James Jackson and Evan O'Brien. Video production and creative design by Kurt Courtney and Lauren Vieira. Special thanks to Ben Swanson and Theo Smith and the team at Odyssey. Maura Corin, Melissa Wester, Isabella Apple, Hillary Shuff, Eric Donnelly, Kate Rose, Colin Gaynor, Sean Cherry, and Jake Gallen. We appreciate you guys.